A lot of you also asked about motivation, whether it's for your child or whether it's for you as the parent. How do you keep going, making sure you get through all the school, and how do you keep your child motivated to learn? And I think there's a number of different ways to attack this. One is again, going back to having a plan and working your plan. So if you don't have a plan for how you're gonna get through the whole school year, then you're gonna find you're never gonna actually get it done. You're never actually gonna get to it because life just seems more pressing than that school in the back room. So have a plan, make your list, plan it. For our families, at least for my family, it's worked well to say first thing in the morning for our kids. For other people, maybe you have work in the morning and you're coming home in the afternoon, but whatever it is, kind of have it mapped out in your brain. This is a general time of day that this is school time. That's mostly from the parents' perspective. From the kids' perspective, there's a lot of ways to work motivation. So the first premise that we work off of is just like adults have jobs they need to go do whether they like to or not. This schoolwork is now your responsibility. This is a training ground. And so you need to get this done. Now we can work on what the motivation is to do it. So for parents, there's money at the end of the day. And for some of your kids, maybe that would be it. Maybe, hey, this is your chore list of sorts, and when you get done, you get your allowance. Or maybe it is that piece of candy, or maybe it is the game they wanted to play, or whatever it is. You find the carrot that they really wanted. The video for us growing up, it was a video on Friday. If you got all your schoolwork done. If you didn't, you were finishing your schoolwork while the rest enjoyed.
The other thing that we found is, so say it's just really hard to get into that math worksheet today, and you have a student who just really doesn't want to do it. One, I like to put the struggle schoolworks first, like get through that, and then don't worry, like your next one's a smart game or something. So they've got, okay, I know the next one's a little bit easier. That can help. And then the other thing is, if they've got a bad attitude, then they'll sometimes say, you know what, you don't have to do schoolwork today. I've got a lot of housework that I could use some help with. And that's often motivating to say, oh, okay, well, if that's the other option, I think I would like to get my schoolwork done so I can play.
Yeah. For us to say school first and then free time, playtime, that's motivating. So if you drag your feet through the morning chores and you never actually hit school and it's 11 o'clock and lunch is about ready, well, you're not going to get the playtime, you're not going to get the downtime in the afternoon until the school time's done. And what we have found is when a child is motivated, there's actually not that much time involved in doing schoolwork. Most of the time is taken up with just, being distracted and enjoying life. But once they're actually working on the schoolwork, there's not that much involved. So they can buckle down, they can whip it out and move on with their lives. It doesn't have to be a long process.
And also to be really considering what the child's learning style is. So it could be that you've got a kinesthetic child who is just not going to take to sitting down and learning to read. That's going to be really difficult for them. And so there's ways to accommodate that, whether it's maybe we're going to stand up and do our lesson, maybe we're going to go take a walk first and then come in and do this. But then also working in some of this other motivation to say, hey, when you get this done, you have earned whatever, to help them. That helps the brain focus.
www.timberdoodle.com